My name is Joy Igwemba and I enrolled in the course Software Development Front-End for Tech Summer 23 Batch A. In Software Development Front-End, I learned how to link my CSS and JavaScript to my HTML. I also learned how to add my CSS to my HTML in terms of adding the color, the background, changing of font and the size. The title of my project is a to-do application. The purpose of creating this project is to enable individuals that struggle with keeping track of multiple tasks and responsibilities to handle it using a to-do application which helps with that. And it also helps in task organization to manage your time, and also it avoids or it makes individuals not to forget or miss any important task or appointment. So in this project which I designed, I used some techniques. Which are: first, I linked my GS to my JavaScript and my CSS to my HTML. You can see it here. This is how I linked my CSS to my HTML, and this is how I linked my JavaScript to my HTML, and I created the file over here, my CSS file and my GS file. And also in this program, the CSS part, which is all this coded here, helps to, like, it is the CSS part that brought about this output here, which made it to be user friendly. All these colors and everything, this button over here, is all CSS that made that possible. And the JavaScript part of it, this part is what makes the app, or let's say the program, to work. For example, it is this GSS that anytime you type something and you click on the add button, it adds. It is the GSS that makes this add button to be clicked upon, and it is also the GS that makes this hello to be ticked and for the hello to be cancelled out. And so beyond Tech Summer 23, this project would be useful in our offices, in banks, business, and even in our personal lives, to keep track of time. For example, if we need to do some things, for example, let's say in the morning we like to take our breakfast. After our breakfast we take our siesta and everything. Let me show you an example. For example, we have chores. You add it into your list. We have then take a bath. Next we have eat breakfast and etc. So for example, this morning you have done your chores, you tick it out and it will rule out. You have taken your bath and maybe you have not eaten your breakfast, so you leave it until you are done eating your breakfast. You can now tick it out, and yes, you know that you have done everything on your list. And what is spectacular about this very program is that if you have to load it on another tab, this is it. The thing is that normally when you add all of these things, your list and everything, your tasks, sometimes if you refresh the page, everything will be wiped out, you won't see anything. But there is a reason why anytime you refresh it, it will still be there, because in our JavaScript part we added save data, this save data here, which means that anytime you refresh the page, your task will still be there. The project took me a whole day, and my biggest challenge was the JavaScript part, how like to run my program in the JavaScript part. It was frustrating at a point, but I had this determination to I must do it, and I must show them that I learned something in this Tech Summer 23 program. And my joy is that when I was finally done with the program, I decided to run it and test it out, make some tests, and at the end, it worked out and it came out successfully. Thanks for listening.